It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
I'm with Joe Deguardia, Star Boxing, True School Sports Legend Taylor. Joe, first and foremost, you've been with Joe from like the ground up, from the beginning. I wanted you to talk about just his growth over the years.
Well, I mean, he's grown tremendously. I mean, he's really developed as a fighter. He's got good trainer, Jerry Capabianco. Yeah. He's got a good team around him. Yeah. They're working together hard. I know part and a good team in the concept of, a close relationship. And, it's great to see him develop. I believe that he became a 5 times better fighter than he was after the Bivol fight. Sometimes a loss could make you a better fighter. And I think that happens with Joe. And I really see that he's developed. I saw it in the Alvarez fight. He looked spectacular. So when things come together for him, he's learning his craft, he's learning the game, and it's going well.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that fought his way into contention. He didn't necessarily he didn't have the
easy path.
No easy path, no red carpet treatment, none of that stuff.
No, and he's fought top guys, and one thing about him, which has always been refreshing, is whenever you ask him who he wants to fight, his thing is, I want to fight the toughest.
Yeah.
It's in some respects, I'm trying to hold it back, like hold back the horse. Well, he wants to, he's a thoroughbred. He wants to go.
He doesn't seem like he cares. It doesn't seem like he doesn't strike me as a guy that a lot bothers him. Nothing when he gets to Joe.
He's a disciplined fighter. He's a disciplined person. And he's down to earth. Look, last night we came into the hotel, and I got to tell you, we're looking for the bellhop. Joe didn't care. I'm good. I'm going to carry his own stuff. That's the way he is.
His feet are still on the ground.
Feet are still on the ground, and that's an important thing to have.
Yeah. Well,
and you got to keep those feet in the ground when you're in a ring too.
Yeah,
and
you do.
Does.
You do. Go ahead.
Can you give me Joe for 1 second? I brought a copy of the Black Lights. About 196 world champion.
Yeah, but Beterbiev, right? Beterbiev. There's all these stories about him beating up these guys in the gym and all the crazy workouts and whatnot. But you've been around Joe from the beginning, so you know him mentally probably as good as anybody in boxing. How do you think where he's at now? How he stacks up to a guy like Beterbiev? And is he finally the guy that stands up to the power and holds his ground?
Oh. Look, we're expecting Joe not only to stand and hold his ground, but fight back, and that might be the difference here. Look, ultimately, it's going to become potentially a battle of wills in this fight. And, when you're in a battle of wills, you got to fight back. And a couple of guys against Beterbiev did not. But Beterbiev's a great fighter. He's a skilled fighter. And I think the same with Joe. I think it's going to be a real battle.
Yeah. Does Joe remind you of anybody from because I know you've been around boxing your whole life pretty much. Does he remind you of any fighters, maybe mentally or even as far as a skill set from back in the day?
There are so many guys out there that you could look at, and they have certain skill sets, or certain strengths, and certain determination, certain characteristics. But I look at Joe individually as Joe.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's difficult to say, but the man who's the common Joe has got a lot of uncommon characteristics, and that's what carries him in that ring.
Yeah. What do you believe are some of those uncommon characteristics?
Oh, look, it's grit, determination. It's being ground and down to earth, and basically looking to. While he's a normal everyday guy, he's grit and hard work and determination. And toughness in that ring, and he's a puncher like crazy.
Okay. I wanted to ask you this last question. I'll let you go, but the common man, the genesis of that all, that was the Bernard Hopkins fight, where
yes.
I believe he handpicked you guy. He saw something that he thought he could beat. What do you remember about that whole fight week and when you got the call?
Oh,
the fight?
Spectacular! The fight week was great. I remember specifically the whole common man thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Bernard was responding to me talking about Joe being a common man and resonating with the people. But it was great. It was fun, and Bernard's a great fighter, a great legend. It was a big fight week out in Los Angeles, big fight week out there. And ultimately, it was great to see Joe do what he did and knock him out and knock him out of the ring. Spectacular.
The rest is history.
The rest is history.
All right, Joe.
History will be Saturday night.
Any final message to the boxing world?
Catch it Saturday night. It's going to be nuclear.
There you go, Joe Deguardia, Star Boxing. Thank you. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here. Boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.